Have you ever asked yourself, why do I struggle with this thing? Over the years, I have learned that I lack a lot of things because I have not learned one thing. Hi extraordinary family, welcome to today's episode of Telling the Experience on Moments with BOT. So I'll be sharing my experience of how I battled with discipline and consistency. I lacked discipline until I learned consistency. At the beginning of this video, I said that many of us lack a lot of things because we've not learned or we've not gotten to the state of consciousness of one particular thing, and that one thing for me is consistency. And what do I mean by this? So realizing that I struggled with a lot of things in the past because I lacked consistency, which never made me to be a disciplined person. But after finding myself and ending the battle between me and consistency, I realized that discipline was one thing that I began to learn. But firstly, I had to learn consistency. So in sharing my experience as regards consistency and discipline, I would love to emphasize on two aspects of my life that consistency has really helped me with, and in turn has taught me discipline. And that is consistency in showing up and consistency in journaling. Yes, showing up and journaling. What I've learned over the years is that it might be so tiring to be consistent with things that might have failed us the first time, or failed us the second time, or failed us the third time. So you want to ask yourself, why do I need to be consistent with this when I'm not making any progress in it? But when you understand why you are doing something, even if you fail once or twice, you would keep on being consistent about that thing. And consistency has really taught me to keep showing up even when what I'm showing up for is not really giving me the result that I desire. So consistency has helped me to show up better. Show up when I don't feel like showing up. Show up when I'm too tired to show up. Show up when I'm too discouraged to show up. And to show up when I don't really have a reason to show up. Because the most important thing for me personally is that when you understand that this particular thing you have to show up for is not only for your benefit, but that one way or the other this thing might benefit another person, not the bad way but the good way, then you would learn how to show up. But you will never learn how to show up if you have not learned consistency. And this is it. Consistency doesn't mean you have to force yourself to do it. You have to be willing to do it. If it needs you to take a step back and calm yourself down and breathe for you to understand that, okay, I really want to go ahead with this. Because if you force yourself to do something, it will get to a point that you would lack interest. But once you have learned consistency, it will teach you discipline, and that will be your motivation to do whatsoever you want to do. Let me use content creation as an example. Starting off as a content creator in the last 4 years wasn't an easy thing for me. I don't feel like creating content every day. At times I just feel tired and I don't have the zeal. But then, not from the place of force, but from the place of willingness, I understand that my consistency is not just for myself, but because there is someone out there that what I'm doing is ordained to bless. So I keep on showing up. Consistency has helped me to show up in the midst of trials. Consistency has helped me to show up in the midst of tears. And consistency has helped me to show up in the midst of uncertainty. And also in the aspect of journaling, consistency has really helped me and taught me discipline. And one of the things that I really love to do as a person is to journal. Write things down, write what down. Just make sure that I'm documenting things, not just for today, but for future purpose. So I don't know how far the year has been for you since 2024 started, but this thing I want to tell you today is for you to live a life of consistency and be disciplined in whatsoever you do. Thank you so much for joining today's extraordinary episode of Telling the Experience on Moments with BOT. I would love to hear your experience in the comment section. What has consistency taught you, and what is that thing that you are training yourself to be more disciplined about in 2024? Do not forget to click on the subscribe button, share someone that needs to hear this experience, and I will see you in the next episode.